really quickly. Alright, so I wanted to hop on really quickly. I've been wanting to do this video for a little while. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Shoot. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so this is my 6-month review of LimeLight, and there's going to be basically two prongs to this review. The first one's going to be the makeup and everything, and kind of what I'm thinking about the products that we sell. And then the second part of this will be the business part, what I'm thinking about that. So I'm going to start out with the makeup. So, well, actually I'm going to start out with skincare. So I actually joined LimeLight because of the skincare, because going through fertility treatments does kind of some crazy stuff to your skin, and I was having some trouble with hormonal breakouts and different things, and I knew my skincare and my makeup wasn't really doing anything to improve the situation. I knew it was worsening the situation. And so I used our skincare, and I have super dry skin. For someone that is in their 20s, when most girls struggle with oily skin, I have dry skin. And dry skin ages you. So I tried the skincare, and I loved it. Hey, Nicole. I tried the skincare, and I loved it, and ended up deciding, because of the skincare, and I think I tried a lip gloss too. I think that was the only makeup that I tried before I joined. I joined, got my starter kit, was a little tentative for a while. I sat on my rear end for a while and watched things. But once I got the makeup, I realized, I was like, oh my goodness. Because I was thinking, oh, I'll just, sell the skincare basically. But I got the makeup in, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is incredible stuff. And so it wasn't long after that that I started running with it. Anyways, so all that to say, I really love the makeup and the skincare. It's been so, yeah, I kind of waited. I think I waited for a solid month. I think I signed up like at the beginning of a month, and I didn't even go live until the next month. So I totally sat on my butt. Totally. But I was a lurker. Nicole can attest to that. I was a lurker. So I've been wanting to do this review because technically my 6-month review, thank you. I'm kicking butt now. Yes, so after, so end of last month was supposed to be my 6-month review, and I have dragged my feet, and I've had some other stuff and other lives that I wanted to do, but now it's halfway through month 7, and I'm about to hit another personal sales goal that I've had for myself, hopefully this month. So I'll go live about that one, because that one's pretty incredible to me, that I've been able to achieve these personal sales. So anyway, so now I want to get into the business and kind of like how the business has been, because that was the part that I was the most concerned about. So the big thing that I was worried about was, oh my goodness, if I do this, am I going to be one of those direct sales spammers? Like, they spam people, you get stuff in your inbox, you're constantly seeing these posts that have like all these little images and stuff, and you just like, you scroll past it, and as soon as you see those posts, like, that's somebody in direct sales. I don't even know how to describe it. There's something about how it's done. So I was like sitting there, and I was like, oh my goodness, I don't know if I want to do that, but I wanted to sell the products because I knew how incredible they were. So I sat around for that month, and I watched, and I watched, and I watched all the girls that were selling the products at that point, and just watching their Facebook pages, watching how they were connecting with people on like an actual genuine level. Like, they weren't spamming people. They were creating legitimate connections with people, growing, personal growth, like all these things that we talk about in direct sales. And they were doing it in a classy way. It wasn't like everyone was sitting around going, let me see if I can like take this post, tell my entire team to like copy paste it onto their wall and just like see if they can get some sort of sale. And then they sell something to you, and then you get pulled into the trap where you're constantly like, hey, how's your product doing? Hey, do you want to buy something else? Are you sure you don't want to buy something else? Like that type of stuff. And I knew they weren't doing that. In fact, they were being taught not to do that. So I was shocked when I got into it because I realized that this was a different direct sales company. It's done in a classy way, which was not something that I had ever seen done. I would see people in direct sales that did it in a classy way, but they weren't even working their business. They would just occasionally post something or occasionally get on live or do something like that. And I was like, that's not really a business. That's like a side job. That's like a side, like, I'm not really doing this, but if somebody wants to do this with me, I'll do it, but I'm not really going to run at it. So when I joined Nicole's team, that was the other thing I was concerned about. I was like, okay, I want to join a team. Like, I went on YouTube and I watched probably around 20 to 30 executives in the company, different things, different beauty guides, and I started watching them, trying to figure out what team I wanted to join. And I found Nicole's team, and I watched her team on her Facebook page, and I was just always blown away with their community and how they related to one another and how they were growing and how they were hustling. Like, it wasn't like everyone was just kind of sort of working a business. Like, anyone that wanted to run, wanted to hustle, they could hustle with her, and that's how she looked at it. I was like, that is the team that I want to join, and that's the type of team I want to have personally. So that was really exciting to me, to join a team, get involved, and then realize that not only am I not the only one, I mean, how do I say this? Like, I was afraid that I would be the only one that wanted to turn this into an actual business. And as I ran at it, I realized, oh my gosh, I'm like the slowest runner. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so incredible because all these women are running so hard and I get to run with them and learn from them. And that's been incredible. So I know that another thing that crossed my mind when I was considering doing direct sales was training, because I thought, like I don't know how to do makeup necessarily. I mean, I always did it on my friends in college when they would go out on dates and stuff, but like I've never had like actual training on like how to apply foundation and different things like that, as well as like the business side. Like, I've never been in direct sales. Can I make this into anything? And the further I got into the business, especially the last probably 4 months, I've just been blown away with how good the training is as far as makeup goes. And then, like, on the business end, a lot of people pay to go in, and they'll pay to go to like Danny Johnson, or there's like lots of direct sales trainers. They pay to go to these trainers, and that's not bad. I'm not saying that's bad. But for me, I don't want to have to pick up and go somewhere. I don't want to have to pay for something. I don't want to have to buy 50,000 books to try to figure it out. Those are good things. They're things that I invest in personally. Like, I buy books. I have one right here, that I'm reading. But I didn't want to be having to go outside. So when I got into LimeLight and I started realizing the kind of trainings that they have, the quality, like the level of training that they have, and they're all in sync. It's in sync because everyone's doing it in a classy way. So yes, took me to an entire new level in my business. Absolutely. And that is what I've loved about LimeLight, is just seeing how they do things. It is so, so, so different. I have never, out of the blue, like private message somebody about a product or anything like that, and I have an incredible team. We have 15 right now. We're working our way to 20 beauty guides. Like, it's incredible. And I know something else that struck me, because I'm one of those people, I don't need all the details before I jump for something. Like, I kind of go off of my gut a lot of the time. And so when I jumped into LimeLight, I didn't necessarily research the comp plan a ton. I knew a little bit about it, but not everything. And since then, just to make sure that I had made the right decision, I've gone to a lot of other direct sales makeup companies because I want to sell makeup. I don't want to do anything else. And I have combed through their comp plans. Now, granted, I know I won't understand all the nuances of their comp plan, but I got online and I've looked them up, and ours is the best. Ours is the stinking best. And I just have to tell you that one thing that we do that kind of, in my opinion, puts us a little ahead of a lot of the other direct sales companies, like direct sales makeup companies, is strategic placement. People don't understand the power of that. They don't. Because I looked into some other companies, one in particular that sold in my area a lot, and it's a great company. I'm not downing them at all, but they don't have strategic placement. And I looked at it and I was like, sorry guys, there's no way I can join that, because at the end of the day, the strategic placement is so important, especially for people under you to be able to promote. Just think about it. Think about the practical end of strategic placement. So with strategic placement, hey Melissa, what you're doing is you're recruiting somebody and you're going, I can't directly train 45 to 50 to, once you're in the top of a company, 150 people. That's not possible. They're not going to get enough from you. That's just the way it is. So with strategic placement, you go, hey, I don't have enough time to train you completely, but I have this other beauty guide who is rocking her business. She knows a lot about the business. Why don't you let me strategically place you under her, and we will both train you together. You're doubling up their layers of training and support. Now, can it be used and abused? Yes, absolutely. On our team, though, no. I have girls under me that have been strategically placed, and we are like this, and it's very important. And my upline, Nicole, right there, it's a huge plus. Yes. So she has a relationship with them. I have a relationship with them. I train them. She trains them. We all work together. It's a unit. We all run together. And so strategic placement is so important, especially because when you have somebody that's joined, hopped on your team, and maybe they don't have the biggest network, but they're growing and they're working hard to develop it, it's a great idea to place them under somebody under them, so that they can not only reap financial benefits, but also so that they can start to learn to kind of exercise that leadership muscle. So that was actually the deciding factor for me on our comp plan. I have another live video where I talk about the 10 awesome things about our comp plan, but that to me is the holy grail, the number one thing about our comp plan is the strategic placement. That, and we pay out like crazy. Guys, you should see my check this month. I told William about it last night, and he was like, what? And I was like, I know, isn't it crazy? Hey, Lizzie. Oh, yeah, I'll message you. Anyway, so it is an awesome business. I love it. I'm not going back. Direct sales is my thing. I never thought that direct sales would be my thing, but I'm so happy that it is, because it going through infertility, I know that I talk about infertility a lot, but it zaps a lot out of you, and finally having something that I feel like I can rock as a red personality or a D on the DISC test, I feel like a whole person in a way that I didn't in real estate. I was thinking about that this morning while I was cleaning my house. I was like, I can't believe I stuck in real estate that long. As miserable as I was, I can't believe I stuck in real estate that long. And I think that's because I'm one of those people that I grab onto something and I need to be successful at it. And I did reach a level of success with it. Did I want to go further? No. As soon as another opportunity, aka LimeLight, presented itself, I jumped for it, because it combines a lot of different things, and just depending on your personality strengths, direct sales can kind of honestly kind of adapt to your personality just depending on how you work and what motivates you and all those things. So anyways, I'm just so thankful today. It's Thanksgiving. This is perfect. I'll end it with a little thanks. So I'm so thankful for this business. I'm thankful for my team, Hannah, Angela, Holly, everybody, like Jessica. I'm not going to run through them all because I'll forget somebody. But all of you guys are so incredible, and my upline is incredible, and my sidelines are incredible. In fact, did I show you guys last week? One of my sidelines, she was like, girl, you inspire me so much. I want to send you this bath bomb because I can't use it. I think she's like allergic to something. I can't remember what it was. Anyway, so she sent it to me. She's my sideline. She could have sent that to one of her girls, but it's like this love thing in LimeLight. It's a very, very different environment. So anyways, I'm feeling blessed. I hope you can tell that. This month has been crazy. Winning top PRV was literally a goal I set last month, and I never thought that it would happen this month. But not only do I have top PRV, but I'm about to be able, because of my sales, I will trigger LimeLight to donate $100. I'm $400 away from triggering LimeLight to send $100 to the Brighter Together Foundation. And so I'm so excited. The Brighter Together Foundation, I should explain that. The Brighter Together Foundation provides, essentially, I believe it's like microloans to women in third world countries to help them start businesses. So it's an entrepreneurship thing, and I'm like all about that. And so that was kind of a personal goal I set for myself, and I am $400 away. Oh my gosh, it makes me so excited because I know I'm going to hit it. There's no doubt in my mind. So anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for hopping on. And if you have any questions about LimeLight or skincare or makeup, or I now know how to do winged eyeliner, I think you should be impressed. So anyways, I will talk to you guys later. I hope you're having a fabulous Thanksgiving week, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.